Hi, folks, and welcome to yet another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. I'm giving up on saying the numbers already because I forgot. I think 253? Yeah, 253.
254.
Is it?
Damn it! You guys nailed it right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yep, don't worry about it. Niall will know because Niall does the editing, so...
I do, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna look like an asshole now if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 254.
You just do like a text-to-speech, like a Microsoft Sam, 254.
Yeah.
You know what? I just checked. Niall's right, so don't worry about it.
Of course, okay, great.
Alright. It's me, John, who's driving the train, and the other people that are also kind of driving the train, we're all just like huddled around the caboose.
Not the caboose,
the cabin.
is the opposite. That's the back one.
Back. I mean, honestly, for this website, we are all in the caboose. Yeah. We're all trying to direct the train from the caboose. Got three fine folks here to talk about video games and the like with you. We got Solon.
Hey, I don't know if you all are still doing the role play of the train, but I don't want to be in the caboose. Can I be in the passenger car?
Well, you can be in the dining car. You can be having your dinner.
That's the joke I was going to make. Well, you've stolen my joke inadvertently, Solon. Thank you.
Which car do you want to be in?
I wanted to be in the dining car.
Are we all just hungry? We all just hungry?
Welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast, where all four of us are in the dining car.
Yeah, we're just taking a
But
snack.
who's driving the train?
Kurt.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zach, you're here, and you're what did you order from the dining car?
Beesechurger.
Oh, yum.
All right.
The Video Game Choo Choo Beesechurger.
Yeah. Our classic. Niall, what's going on with you? What are you doing on this train?
I'm asleep somewhere, probably in the dining car, under the table, probably. Mm-hmm. You know.
Okay.
Niall likes to take his food to the sleeping car.
Yes,
and sleep in the dining car.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like my privacy when I eat.
Absolutely.
But you like your publicity when you sleep.
Yeah, well, you know, you're not like self-conscious when you're asleep.
All right, well, you know what? You fucking got me there, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad that we're all here to talk about some video games. It was quite a week. There were some high highs, there were some real low lows. I'm gonna put it out to y'all. I'm gonna ask, should we talk about the more positive stuff first, or should we start off with the negative stuff? How are y'all feeling?
Why don't we get the negative stuff out of the way?
Okay.
And then we can like get into the fun stuff and pretend it didn't happen. I guess.
Pretend that the garbage part of the week didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, how about we start off with the big negative, and then, well, you know what? Both of these negative things are real shitty. So I don't think there's really a sliding scale here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one and then talk about it. So
how do we choose between our shitty children?
Yeah. How about we do that? Niall, why don't you go ahead and start with maybe something that's not really surprising per se, but is still a huge bummer that pertains to a game that you really enjoy.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I think Rose mentioned it last week that she had it downloaded, but a game came out on Steam called Devotion, which is the follow-up. It's not like a direct sequel or like set in the same story or anything, but it is a follow-up to a game called Detention, which I really liked a couple of years ago. I think I had it like at number 3 on my top 10 for 2017, which was a like very atmospheric, very sad Taiwanese horror game from a studio called Red Candle. And Devotion is another very, very sad period piece horror game set in Taiwan in the 1980s, and it is a really, really great horror game that now you cannot currently buy because basically, like, without getting into it too much, like, everybody I'm sure is aware that the relationship between the People's Republic of China and Taiwan has been tense at the best of times. Taiwan is a disputed region. China says it's theirs. Taiwan says they're the real China. It's a whole thing. And a big part of detention, which isn't really present in Devotion, is sort of this looming threat of the People's Republic, and how that affects the day-to-day lives of the Taiwanese people, and is still today affecting Taiwanese people, to the point that somebody on the Red Candle development team put on a poster, they just put in the characters to basically call Xi Jinping a Winnie the Pooh moron. And of course, like, Xi Jinping really, really hates the fucking Winnie the Pooh meme about him. It is heavily censored on the internet in China. It is very much a thing that makes him, and by extension the Chinese government, very upset. And so having this in this Taiwanese game on Steam that was really picking up a lot of traction and getting a lot of great buzz suddenly changed the conversation about it massively. The game started being review bombed by Chinese players. It was taken off Steam in China. And then about 12 hours later, it was gone completely from Steam everywhere. And basically, at first, everyone thought, like, oh, the Chinese government somehow, like, flexed their muscles and got this game just removed from Steam. But it seems like the developers themselves, Red Candle, took the game down from Steam, and they've kind of been a little bit all over the place as to what exactly they're doing and if the game is going to come back or not. At first, they claimed that they had taken the game down due to game-breaking bugs, and they were like, we're going to do another QA pass on this and fix the game, and it'll be back. And then they sort of acknowledged the, Winnie the Pooh meme, and they were like, yeah, we're going to take that out too. We put that in early on, and we forgot to take it out. It was never supposed to get into the game. We're not trying to ever make political statements, which is not true. I mean, like I said, Detention had a very strong, focus on just the relationship between China and Taiwan. So, where they stand on that, politically is pretty clear. So now they've said basically they're taking that out and they're doing stuff to fix the bugs in the game, which I haven't seen anyone, actually complaining about game-breaking bugs. And right now it seems up in the air whether or not Devotion is actually going to come back to Steam, which is really, really sad because it is fucking fantastic as a video game. It is one of the best horror games that I've played in a long time. It's just such a bummer, really, that this has happened.
They also lost their publishing deals too in that, right?
Yeah, they're I think their publishers were actually a Chinese company, IndieVent. So they basically said, yeah, we're going to have to cover the losses for this publisher. They said they could afford it, but this is a pretty devastating blow to them. Detention was very clearly a game made by a small team on not the biggest budget, and you can see just with Devotion the step up in just production value and production quality of that game. And now it's within a week of it coming out, it may very well be the last thing these really, really talented devs ever make, and it's such a fucking shame.
Yeah, I was fascinated when I heard about this, and you speaking about it now, that was actually helped clarify a lot of the political parts for me that I did not totally understand.
Right.
But there's this force inside of this story that's like, there's the government censorship part of it, where it's obviously in the government's favor to not have this image in this game, and so not have this game up would be like, all right, win-win. But hearing that it also was review bombed, and how that is also something that helps the government censor this game. It was like a weird convergence of forces that we've seen in the West often.
Yeah.
But usually when something like that happens, there's like a pushback the other direction too, which
right.
I don't know where that's happening here or what's happening with that, but I'm just fascinated to see, like, this feels very much like a Gamergate type of situation.
It feels like, I think the thing with this is that there is obviously going to be so many more people who could review bomb this from China than there is, like, to push back on it from the Taiwanese side, because it's just such a, like, disparity numbers wise, just in population terms. And it's, you know, like, there hasn't really been any major that I've seen or read, like, defense put up by it. Like, they were, like, immediately on the defensive and immediately apologetic in a way that, you know, like,
right.
They were clearly, like, they clearly realized, like, oh shit, this is extremely bad for us and our game. And, like, I don't think anyone would have been surprised to hear that it went down in China, but it was that decision that they felt they had to make. And they even addressed it, saying, you know, we hope if the game gets back on Steam that this will have given, like, us time to weather the storm, basically, which is such a, like, devs have kind of done that before, but it's always been devs who have done, like, actual shitty things, like copyright infringement, or, say, trying to sue Steam users for negative reviews, like, but this just, like, had such an attack on them at a level that we kind of haven't really seen, for reasons we haven't really seen. Like, this is a political figure, you know, basically a dictator who gets real mad and thin-skinned about Winnie the Pooh jokes, and now, like, this, like, incredible studio has basically their futures up in the air, and it sucks. Yeah.
I think what gets me about this is just how fast everything happened.
Yeah.
Where there's like a force of a bunch of gamers that all demand this thing happen, and then the government, a large government, backs that up, and then Steam immediately acquiesces to that.
Yeah.
Usually there's at least time enough for people to react in some way whenever we see stuff like that happen here, but it was just instant.
Yeah, it very much felt like it was just gone all of a sudden, and then, like, later that night when it would have been, you know, morning in Taiwan, suddenly they're like, yeah, we're taking it down for a while because we got to fix these bugs that don't actually exist, but it's our cover. Like, it's sad. It's really depressing.
It really is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope it comes back, because, like I said, it is, for as sad and dreary and occasionally brutal as that game is, it is very effective at what it does, and it's a very, very good horror video game, and yeah, we need more of those. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's all give our hopes to Red Strings there. They definitely need it.
That sucks ass. That's my official take on the matter. It sucks ass. Mm-hmm. That's my hot take.
So on the opposite end, perhaps for a studio that deserves no hope and perhaps needs to apologize profusely and fire a couple of people, Solon.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what the flying fuck THQ Nordic did this past week?
So, yeah, we're jumping straight across from China to Sweden, from Taiwan to Sweden, like big jumps here, all around the world. But THQ Nordic pulled some shit, and they kind of thought they could get away with it. I don't know why or how this all really. Well, we know exactly how this all came together, which is kind of the problem. But THQ Nordic put together a Ask Me Anything, where they were going to talk about their games and their publishing strategies on 8chan, a site so reviled that it is no longer listed on Google.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
It's blocked by like multiple ISPs too.
Holy
around
shit.
the world. It is. Oof.
There's tons of reasons for this. I'm going to talk about them, but I didn't really want to talk about it in a way where it felt like we're just repeating the news, as much as I want to like actually take THQ Nordic specifically aside and just tell them what they need to know in my own way. I want to give them some solutions, as well as give us all a little more hope about this story.
Well, time out.
Time out?
I almost don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I almost don't want to do that. I almost don't want to give them any kind of benefit of the doubt, any kind of lecture about this. This shouldn't be...
No,
I feel like this shouldn't be like a learning experience for them. It should be a go fuck yourself experience for them. Because that's what they deserve.
The problem with giving it a go fuck yourself answer is that I'm worried about this happening again. I'm worried that if you just push them to the side, they that more people will do the same thing they do without feeling repercussions.
Look, say what you're gonna say. I apologize, but say what you want to say.
Sure. Where I come from, when someone does something that's thoroughly rotten, there's part of you that wants to tell them, hey, no, don't do that, and hope they never do it again. But you also sometimes need to send a message to everyone. You need to take someone aside, tell them what the rules are, what the consequences of their actions are, and explain to them why they did what they did was wrong. Or else you end up with a couple of tweets that kind of apologize for something that they're not quite sure what they did. Since I work in a middle school, this happens on the daily, where people make bad choices because they think they can get away with it. And we are here to explain to them as the adults of the situation that A, it's not okay, and B, you need to explain to us why it's not okay, and if you don't, then we will ostracize you from this community. We will suspend you, we will expel you. And in that order. And so, I want to take some time to take THQ Nordic into my office. THQ Nordic, come, take a seat. We're going to talk about what you did this week. Can you explain to me what happened? That's right. So, you actively courted support from a known far-right extremist and child pornography site, 8chan. That is extremely bad for you. But also, it hurts all of us who work with you. As your counselor, my heart hurts for you for having done that. Because I don't want to think less of you, THQ Nordic. I have to, in order to make sure that this doesn't happen again. You've been working so hard up to this point in restoring faith in all of us ever since your bankruptcy a couple years ago. Why did you do it? I want you to tell me, THQ Nordic, exactly why you did it. No, I know you thought it was fun. You thought you were just kind of bored, and Mark got you into it. Shoutouts to Mark. But this isn't about Mark. I'll bring Mark into my office later. This is about what you did, THQ Nordic. These are the choices you made. If you ask me and how this looks to everyone else in the school, you did it because you were desperate for attention. People go to 8chan because they are desperate and they want to find other desperate people, and you're better than that. Everyone is better than 8chan, and they need to be. There are so many better and easier places for a company like you to advertise your work. How about let's make a list right now. We can make a list of places that are better for you to advertise. Okay, yeah, sure, Reddit is good. YouTube, Twitch is, these are proven successful. I like this idea. No, MySpace isn't around anymore. But that would be a much more interesting and unexpected place to host an AMA. You could have gotten a lot of mileage out of that idea.
They're not a band. They can't use MySpace in 2019.
Yeah.
If you just thought about this a little more, you could be in a much better situation for yourself. Hey, champ. Let me turn my chair around, put my hat on backwards.
He's really moving his chair.
Before you go, there are things that we have to do to move forward. Because not all press is good press. First of all, you have to apologize. No, I know you tweeted, but apologies don't count if they have a character limit. You have to draft a full press release explaining why you did what you did was wrong. It's just like we talked about here. You have to apologize to your fans and your family, as well as the games industry at large, for making it look like your games and all games are about pandering to pedophiles and fascists. What would your sister Koch Media think? We had her in here. She was in my office a couple years ago. Remember when she was trying to sell the bloody titty statues for Dead Island? I talked to her then too. I haven't seen her in a while. Okay, anyway, finally, you have to make the conscious decision to do better and prove to us that you're better than this. It's going to take a long time to rebuild people's trust, and we can't do it for you. We're not going to give this to you. But also, if you don't do any of this, then the public will continue to ostracize you. Do you know what ostracize means? Basically, it means they're going to push you away and not include you in fun activities like PAX or E3. I mean, you want to go out and you want to play with the other game companies, right? Anyway, I brought you in here. I brought you in my office because we all want what is best for you, THQ Nordic. We want to see you succeed. But when you make bad choices, it hurts all of us. The next time I see you, I want it to be because you made amends. And if you don't, then you won't be seeing me. You won't be seeing me. You'll be seeing the vice principal, Mr. Machonsky.
Uh-oh.
And you don't want to see Mr. Machonsky. Okay, thank you.
That gave me.
You can go now.
That gave me real anxiety. Like I was back in school for a second there.
It fills me with so much dread too, because I always know, like, having the talk with someone who just really fucked up bad, and you like know that they're probably gonna do it again, that they're just gonna forget the next day, is just like so anxiety as the counselor. It's like you have to put on that counselor voice because you don't really know what else to do with yourself. But the other thing is that we can always email the parents. So, what's the BBB for Sweden, by the way?
The BBB?
The Better Business Bureau for Sweden?
It's Sweden.job.
Yeah.
Are they in Sweden? I think, no, Nordic are in Austria, which is weird. Because Austria is not even Nordic.
That's a little weird, yeah.
Yeah, like...
Is it just
they are in Austria.
Is it just a name? Like, is it, or like...
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's just because it sounds cool? It's not because they're actually Nordic.
Mm-hmm. No,
THQ Nordic AB is in Sweden.
Okay. What does the AB stand for?
Their PR is in Austria then? Like they're publishing? I don't know. Like, weird.
What the fuck?
Weird.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, it was a real dumb thing. Solon is being far nicer than I think they deserve at all.
No, we should be emailing the parents, like Nordic AB, and I mean that metaphorically, but also literally. Like, there should be people who are constantly like thrown over the coals for this, and this is not something that we're gonna forget. Like, this is on your permanent record, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm shocked that two things didn't happen. One, I'm shocked that a lot of the, like, children's video game companies, like Nickelodeon and Disney, have contracts with THQ Nordic to make games with them. They haven't commented on this. They should be nixing contracts. And secondly, the PR guy didn't get fired. That should be a fireable offense.
That should be
Motherfucker should be on the street.
just a little bit fireable.
It's not a good sign at all. And,
No.
Imran Khan of Game Informer wrote a pretty good piece talking about how we should definitely not move on from this and keep pushing them to get this guy off of here, and for THQ to show an actual apology that wasn't just, oh, I didn't know 8chan was where Gamergate and pedophiles hang out. When, if you Google it, it's the literal first thing that you see when you look it up. It's very bad. And I mean, you look at all the interactions that the guy had. The guy was talking about fucking, oh, maybe we'll put some lollies in our next game. Like a fucking... Dude shouldn't be fired. Dude should be... I don't want to say anything too bad on the podcast, but dude should be really sorry about what he did. But he's not gonna be. He's gonna keep working. He's gonna keep his job, and he's gonna keep his fucking head on straight. And that shouldn't be how it goes. There should be some actual repercussions for shit like this, and he's not gonna get it.
That's kind of why I wanted to frame this in the form of like talking to a student, because it's not just talking to the student, it's talking about what the protocol is in place around the student. So that way, the counselor and everyone that's involved in this process knows exactly what the process is and that it's transparent. So it's not just saying, hey, you did a bad thing, don't do it again. It's also like, this is the consequence. These are the things that you now do not have the privilege to do any longer because you did this bad thing. And these are the next steps if you continue to do this bad thing. Or these are ways that you can undo this bad thing over a long period of time. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted to make it very clear that there are legitimate steps that if another company had some gonzo PR guy that just tried to do this, they drop him like a bad habit and they can actually make steps forward from that point. Mm-hmm. To unalienate everybody. But right now, everyone's alienated. They're not doing anything to unalienate people. So, now it comes to, all right, THQ Nordic, are you going to be going to these events in the public? Because these were your bread and butter for the last 4 years. Like, PAX was like a big thing for THQ to get their reputation back in the last couple of years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, they have been so focused on stuff like PAX that they even skipped E3 last year. Like, they were like, no, we're just... I mean, their like joke excuse was that they wanted to stay home and watch the World Cup, but like, they have really taken steps before this to try and like really focus not on industry people, but on just like on the ground average people who play video games, and now like they do this, which is
that just
fucking...
Now those people fucking hate them.
Like, that just goes to show the kind of people that they think game players are, that these are the kind of people that they should be aiming their PR at. It's like, hey, you want to play Biomutant? Alright, sure, this game is for pedophiles. Like, it's not. Right. Like, what are they doing? Anyway, I will also say, my heart does go out to people that are just, that got bought out and are now owned by THQ Nordic. Like, a lot of studios are just getting, like, they probably don't agree with this. There's probably a shit ton of people working at THQ Nordic that don't agree with this. My heart goes out to those people. I'm mostly upset at the PR reps and the higher-ups that okayed it. That's the big no. I mean, who knows if the higher, like, if, I mean, I'm not trying to apologize for fucking CEOs and shit, but like, if someone comes up and is just like, hey, here's my pitch, let's go to this big gaming website called 8chan, and they're just like, alright, sure, whatever. Like, you're not going to be the one Googling that shit, but at the same time, like, you gotta take some responsibility if you're gonna okay stuff like that without looking into it. It's a messy subject, and I just hope that people take notice of this and don't use havens of foulness and hatred and abuse of all kinds as a place to just market a video game. That is not where video games should be.
It's a huge bummer because as it's been days and we haven't seen anything other than these like very basic ass tweets. And so without anything more from that, if it makes it feel like they're just going to try to like let it slide somehow. Which means as long as that continues to happen, it's like, all right, well, I guess I can't play Saints Row anymore, and I can't play Darksiders, and I can't play Dead Island or any of these others that are sister companies to THQ Nordic, because it all goes under the same umbrella at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to play Dead Island anyways?
It's so bad, but I also started it, and it's one of like the only games that I started a Let's Play of and didn't finish it because I was playing it with a friend and I missed them.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. You know what? That's fair. Okay.
It's garbage. Why do I play garbage games?
Some garbage is okay.
You want to talk about some garbage that's okay today? Some garbage games?
I don't know. I don't want to say that some of these are garbage. I want to be a little bit nicer, you know?
Was that?
Be a little nicer. So Zach, how about we talk about what you've been up to?
Okay.
Because what's been going on with you?
So I registered for CEO 2019 this year. I'm going to be back in Florida to go get my ass kicked at a fighting game tournament again.
Nice.
So I have been, this time for real. I said I was going to do it last year, and then I didn't. This time for real, I am actually training. Like, I have decided I will play Guilty Gear, Exhard, Rev 2 at least every other day. And I have mostly stayed good on that promise for the last, like 2 or 3 weeks. And, fighting games are hard.
How's Elfelt doing?
She's doing great. She's throwing grenades and shit. There's a lot, like, I've reached this point in my play where I've started to recognize the, like, specific issues I have. Like, it's not just general concepts of, like, I need to work on, like, zoning or whatever. It's like, now I know, like, specific issues like, I don't grab. I'm very bad at throwing. And I've realized this is an issue because a friend of mine, just, like, a sparring partner, we'll call him, he just, like, if you are in throw range, he'll throw you. No matter fucking what. He'll grab you out of an attack. He'll grab you on wake up. He'll grab you if you're just looking at him funny. Doesn't fucking matter. He'll grab you. And I never do anything about it. So I'm like, okay, I need to get good at this video game. So I've been playing a shitload of Guilty Gear. A friend of mine, Jovan and I, we were playing the other night and we did a 1st to 10 spontaneously, and it was the most intense thing I've ever experienced in my life, because it was just a best out of 3 at first. And he's like, I'm going to go to bed. And then we hit that best of 3. Like, I get 2 wins and he hits rematch and I hit rematch. So we do another one. No one says a word. And then,
okay.
And he wins. So I hit rematch and he hits rematch and no one says a word. So at this point we were at 3-3 or we're at 2 and 3, and he's like, all right, one more, and I'm gonna go to bed for real. And we play, and he does this long block string on me, and I just block the whole thing, and he's like, oh, the patience on this, man. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, well, you're not really doing any overheads here. Like, there's not really any mix-ups. I'm just blocking low. And he's like, oh, you saying I don't got mix-ups? And I was like, hey, that's not what I'm saying, man. And he's like, no. I'll show you no mix-ups. And he hits rematch again. And I beat him that next round. And he's like, well, I can't go to bed like this. so we play 2 more times, and he just goes, all right, fuck it. It's a 1st to 10 now. And we go for 19 fucking games. It comes down to 9-9, and I'm in a group chat, like, I'm in a group call with a bunch of people, and I have to deafen myself because I have to, like, enter a zen state, because at this point it is for my fucking honor. But I beat him, and I was literally shaking by the end of it.
Woohoo! Yes!
That's Guilty Gear. That's my Guilty Gear experience. I'm still bad. And
wonderful.
Hopefully by CEO, I won't be bad. But I probably will be bad.
Hey, Zach, a little birdie told me that you were going to change your hair for when you go to Florida.
Oh, maybe. I said I was going to do that last year as well. I was going to dye my hair pink again, and then I didn't. And I'm thinking about doing it again this year just so I can match Elfelt. I can be on brand.
Yes! I just wanted to hear that. That was the reason why. Just wanted to get that confirmation. That's satisfying.
I gotta be on brand.
Absolutely. I'm glad to hear that you won. I'm glad to hear that you did a good job.
Thank you.
But some other fighting game stuff happened recently.
It sure did.
Some really crazy shit went down.
Yes.
I was stoked. Do you want to tell us what happened?
So, the lineup for EVO Evolution 2019 has been announced, and I will go down the list starting from the least crazy shit, the shit we know, and we'll build our way up to the real surprises. Starting with the obvious, there's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, everyone knows, come on, and Street Fighter V, everyone knows, come on, and Tekken 7, like come on, and then Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat 11, obviously. Which is like, it's coming out soon. That's, good. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Soul Calibur, cool. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which surprises me a little bit, but maybe it's just because I fucking hate that game. Samurai Showdown. I'm sorry, I interrupted you because I'm thinking about Samurai fucking Showdown. Or Samurai Spirits if you're nasty. It is going to be playable by EVO. It is going to be out this summer. That's a big fucking announcement.
Before EVO,
wow.
Yeah.
Before EVO. And then it's going to be a main stage EVO game. And I'm so fucking stoked. Because Samurai Showdown fucking kicks ass.
I've been learning so much about that game this week, and it's been fascinating to learn the history of it.
It's so fucking good. I got some mixed feelings on the new one, but mostly just because like I just wish we still made 2D fighting games. Like the game looks like Street Fighter 4 to me visually. Like gameplay wise, it looks like Sam Show, but like visually, it looks like Street Fighter 4. And I'm in the camp that like I didn't like how Street Fighter 4 looked. But I mean, it's Sam Show, so it's gonna be fucking amazing. And the last game on the EVO 2019 lineup, you may be thinking, it's Super Smash Bros. Melee. But good news, it's not Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's Under Night In-Birth EXE latest.
Oh.
Which is like, kind of...
Finally, the death of Melee.
Exactly. Like... Fucking, it's gone. Melee has been, well, it's not gone, because like other fighting games tournaments are still doing it. See, immediately after this announcement, Jabali, the founder of CEO, fucking tweeted a link to the signups for CEO and was like, we still got Melee. Which was a pretty good dig. But it's gone, it's gone from EVO.
You know, I feel like whenever this Melee stuff comes up, I feel like I always have to explain my stance. But I'm gonna explain my stance. Look, Melee is a good game. I love all the Smash Bros. Games.
Absolutely.
That game has been around far longer than it should have been. They
Agreed.
made two other really excellent Smash Bros. Games between when Melee came out and now. Like, you know, you could say what you will about Brawl. Brawl, like, I can understand people wanting to stick with Melee over Brawl. Smash for Wii U was excellent. And it was competitively viable. Smash Ultimate, even more so. The
Agreed.
people that want to stick around for Melee are the people that legitimately cannot play another game.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
all of those guys that are still, like, those big name Melee fans are not good enough at the new Smash Bros. Games, and that is why they stick with Melee. Because they don't want to put the time in to learn a new game. They are not immediately good at Smash Ultimate, and that is why they do not move on.
Yes.
And
Here's another weird part of that is that they're not as young as they were when they learned Melee.
yes.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So it's much...
That was so long ago.
Yeah, that was like almost 20 years ago now,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah.
kind of
Entire
crazy.
generation of people, of human beings ago.
Yeah, it's a little bit fucking crazy to think about. There are people who play Smash Ultimate competitively who are younger than Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is the most insane sentence I've ever said in my fucking life.
Holy shit!
And I will just say, I mean, there's some of this is allegation, so it's not 100% true, but I will say that a lot of the top Smash Bros. Players are fucking awful people, too. Like, you know, some of them...
In that Melee circuit?
Yeah, some of them are, like, supposed abusers. Some of them are just absolute dickheads to people. Like, I don't want to name names because I don't want people coming at me, but look, you Google some of these Smash Bros. Players and, like, racist or hateful or abuse or something like that, and their names come up. Like, they are shitty, and, you know, like, other fighting games have that, but it's not as pervasive as Smash Melee. Like, the top players, like, 9 out of 10 top Melee players are fucking awful people. And also, may I remind you, when I mean 9 out of 10, I mean literally 10 people are still the top players of Melee. Like,
yeah, I was about to say...
It's the same top 10 at every fucking event. You just change the order a little bit.
Exactly. It's just depending on whose luck was better that day. Who was feeling a little bit up to the game.
You want to watch a competitive game where every player is the New England Patriots?
That's literally it. That's exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When the crap rises to the top.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, and also I will say, they are doing something with Melee. Like, Melee isn't completely going away. They are doing a, like, community tournament thing for, like, side tournaments for big games, and that is what Melee deserves. Like, Melee is a good game, and they should have that on par with, like, Third Strike, Super Turbo, older Tekken games, etc., etc. They should be playing those games on the side, not on main stage anymore. Smash Ultimate is a fantastic game, and they should be highlighting that as the competitive game, because it is a competitively sound, very fun, very good game with a long life ahead of it, and it should not be undermined by a game that is old enough to vote.
That's like that. You've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly my view. Like Smash Melee. Like, people make jokes that Smash Melee is not a fighting game, and like it's a fighting game when you boil it down. Let's be fucking real. It's just it's old as shit, and there's new ones, and it's like it's as if it would be if like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 were still on EVO main stage. Like, that game's fucking amazing, and there's still hundreds of thousands of people who love that game to death. But it's not the current one, and that's kind of how, like, these events work. You play the current one. You don't play the game that's 20 years old, at least not on the main stage. Like, you can still play it. It's just, it's a side event. It's not...
There's still a Third Strike community. There's still a Street Fighter 2 community, but those people don't get main stage on EVO. And they don't.
There's still a Creed
it.
community, but Creed's not going to Coachella.
Exactly. Precisely. I do want to take this moment as the one of the 100 people left who still play Guilty Gear to say, rest in peace, Guilty Gear. You had a good run. I really, really, really hope that this means that Daisuke has something coming soon. I hope this means we're getting a new Guilty Gear soon. Please.
I mean, I want that to be true, but from all the leaks and shit about ArcSys, it sounds like they're really busy. Like, is it the Guilty Gear team that's working on the Grand Blue game, or is that someone else?
I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think it is ArcSys. I don't know if it's the Guilty Gear
is ArcSys.
team. Yeah, so I don't know specifically.
Because, like, let's, like, they have Grand Blue. It's probably done, but they're probably still polishing the Kill la Kill game.
Yeah.
They're still supporting Dragon Ball FighterZ, which that's probably a smaller team, but whatever.
Yeah.
They're also supposedly working on Persona 5 Arena. Like,
so they say.
That's a lot of shit. And probably another BlazBlue. They're still working on Cross Tag Battle. You know, they just announced Arcana Heart, which, you know, that's one character. But if they're going to do more stuff with that game, like, that's 5 whole games they're working on. So, you know, I mean, I could see once, like, Kill la Kill winds down, and I'm sure Dragon Ball and Cross Tag Battle aren't taking as much time as you would think. Because, I mean, Dragon Ball is, you know, a couple of characters, and Cross Tag Battle is copying and pasting stuff from other fighting games. I'm mostly kidding. But you know,
you're mostly right, actually.
I know, but there's nuance to that. They have to edit numbers and shit. They have to playtest it.
Yeah, that's about it, though.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would love for them to make a new Guilty. I mean, they're gearing up. Isn't it the 20th anniversary or something like that?
I think 20 is the year. Yeah, they've announced it's only Europe, I think, or Europe and Japan, I think. Which cool, thanks. Maybe that's just like the special edition of the case. But either way, they're doing like a 20th anniversary or something pack. Which cool. Can I have a new one? Can I have Guilty Gear Exorth? Guilty Gear XXXX. Please.
Do you expect them to make like a full-on Guilty Gear sequel or another expansion to Exard?
I don't think they're going to do another expansion because they've already done. At this point, they've done 3 because they've done 2 expansions. There's 3 versions because they did Guilty Gear Exard Sign and then Revelator and then Rev 2. I can't imagine they would do a 4th one. That would be. I don't know if people would fucking buy it at that point because it's kind of reprehensible. Like, it's a fucking stupid ass business model. And it's just, unfortunately, it's the business model that they've been doing for 20 goddamn years. Cause that's what they did with XX back in the day. Like, there's like 4 versions of that game as well. Cause back then you couldn't do patches, but like, now you can. So why are we doing it like this? Please just make a sequel. I'm begging you.
I mean, can't you buy the original version and then upgrade it?
Yes, sort of.
All right. Well,
yeah.
You know, it's
that's
still
sort of like
it's
like
weird.
how you get it. Yeah, it's weird as shit, and it's. But Unist is in. Unist is fucking amazing. That game has. I just want to say this real quick. It's fucking amazing that game is in because it's almost exclusively because of how lively the community for that game is. Because that game hasn't had any dev support since November. Mm-hmm. There has not been an update at all. Nothing from French Bread since November. So like that's quite a while.
They've been hiring, so I bet they're working on. I don't know. They might update Unist. They might be making a sequel, or they might be making a whole new game. Like who knows?
Blood.
There's a
new Melty Blood.
I would die for a new Melty Blood.
I would also die for a new Melty Blood. It comes with a dumpster for you to play on.
Imagine, if you would, a pre-order, a special edition for the new Melty Blood that comes with a Neko Arc plushie. It
comes with a toilet.
And a toilet.
It comes with a toilet for you to set your laptop on to play.
$300 edition that comes with a toilet and a fucking cardboard, like a cardboard case that you slot your Switch in that looks like a laptop. Yeah.
You open up the steelbook case expecting like a cartridge or a disc, and what's in there? Oh, a USB stick.
Put that in your laptop. There you go.
It's a USB.
See what's on there.
It's a USB stick. Just every one of them has just random shit on it with a file labeled like just the acronym for the game.
You open the case and like there's a little screen built into the case because you just play the game on that.
That's next level. Oh God!
Right.
Melty Blood.
Yeah, I think Evo sounds really fun. I'm looking forward to watching it, and mention CEO. I feel like I should just remind everybody that we're having our first Chooch meetup at CEO 2019, which is in Daytona Beach, Florida. Come catch Zach's hands and come punish me for my insolence.
Smite him down with the wrath of several gods.
A lot of people are going to be showing up to kick my ass, and that's okay. You'll be like, remember this tweet, John? This tweet made me hurt a lot, and I'm going to say, I don't remember making that, because this is just the shit that I normally post, and then they'll just beat the tar out of me, and that's alright.
That's okay.
Someone just has a printout of Machansky ebooks, just like, look at this.
Look at this garbage. How dare you?
They, each tweet is on a plaque, and they just start laying them on me more and more, and they're just crushing my body.
Yeah, that's the plan for CEO. We're gonna crush John's body with plaques of his terrible tweets. Make sure to come down. It's at the end of June in Daytona, Florida. Come kill John.
Absolutely.
So here for this retelling of a cask of a Michanskiato.
I was more going for the Crucible, but that's fine too.
John's Crucible situation.
More weight.
That's the panel.
I'm hoping we would have we might do like a panel of some sort. I don't know. We'll see. I also want to just take everybody to the nearby game store. I just want to like bring like a fucking group of like 15 people just to the game store and be like, hey, what's going on, y'all? It'd be fun. Niall, you've been playing a fighting game too.
I have, and much like Zach wanted to, say R.I.P. to Guilty Gear and R.I.P. I guess to Dead or Alive 6. We had a good run because we're not going to fucking Evo.
Yeah, what's up with that? How did Soul Calibur take your spot?
How did fucking Eunice take the spot?
Core values.
Hey.
Because the
Eunice
titty
is literally the only fighting game.
Take that spot.
The titty was too wild. That's why.
There's no gigantic jiggle physics in Samurai Showdown.
You can turn them off. Okay, you can go into the options menu and you can scroll down to softness and you can turn the natural motion on or off as the game puts it.
Is natural motion the bad one?
Turning it on is the horny option, and turning it off turns everyone into like a plastic doll, basically.
Excellent.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not just that. Like, you also have, your it's a game that's very much allowing you to tailor your horny experience because you can you can turn the sweat on or off. I recommend turning it off because it's real gross watching it just drip down their faces at the end of the fight.
God.
You can turn dirt on or off. So if you like a clean face, you can get that.
Is there like a Gatorade option?
Not that I've seen, not yet, but that season pass is like $100. So who knows?
Like the Gatorade sweat from the commercials, or like two.
That's correct.
I thought you meant like two girls come out with a big jug of Gatorade and like dump it on you if you win, like at the end of the big old football game.
Well, they should do that anyway. That should be a part of fighting games.
That should happen at Evo, and it just gets all over the PS4. They have to go through so many of those fucking things.
Yeah. Dead or Alive 6 came out.
Did it come out? I thought it was just the demo.
It came out.
Oh, shit.
No, the beta was last weekend. And I've been trying to get into like a fighting game for years now. I've tried like every single one of them. And I've got like, I was on this show like 4 months ago being like, yeah, I think I could get into Soul Calibur. And then I just never stuck with it.
Yeah.
But, last weekend when the beta was out, I put more time into that beta than I think I put into probably Soul Calibur and Tekken 7 like combined, and probably Street Fighter 5 as well.
Holy shit.
So I wound up buying Dead or Alive 6, and if I don't get into this one as a fighting game, I'm just never going to get into a fighting game. I have really, really liked it in spite of its, let's say, it's in spite of the reasons that people maybe kind of side-eye Dead or Alive. It's been better since the full game dropped, because during the beta they had all 24 characters except for Neo Tengu and Phase 4 available. And they had lots of costumes just unlocked for everyone during the beta, which meant every second fight you were playing, you were up against a Hanukkah who was using just like the horniest skin in the game, which is just like an open Letterman jacket with a string bikini, and she has there's a lot of natural motion if you're fighting Hanukkah and she's got that skin. But I have really enjoyed it so far. I think something about that game just clicks for me in a way that other fighting games haven't. And like Zach was talking a while ago about like understanding some of the issues he is having in Guilty Gear, right? And like I am already starting to see that come out in Dead or Alive, where I'm like, okay, I'm focusing too much on trying to do holes, which are like your counter strikes, basically. And I just need to focus more on just blocking sometimes, because otherwise I will get killed. So like that was a thing that was happening to me a lot in the beta, was I kept trying to just counter strike every single move and I was losing. And then once I figured out, I could just block, like I've been doing way better.
It's important.
Yeah, it is apparently. There are things about it that I kind of like really appreciate compared to just any other fighting game. Like a big thing in fighting games the past few years has been this idea of accessibility, or, you know, like onboarding new players and just letting people sort of mash things out and just being like, now the game is accessible, because if you just smash a button a bunch, you'll do something.
Yeah.
But I think that's like, what Dead or Alive is showing me is that that's kind of fake accessibility in a way, because, like with Dragon Ball Fighters, right, that came out last year, I played that game and I was just trying to figure out things to do, and I was like, okay, this looks flashy and cool. I kind of like think I get it. Now let me jump online. Oh dear God, what is happening? I can't even like make out what's going on the screen right now. Like how am I supposed to attack? Who is like, what is going on? It's just chaos. Whereas Dead or Alive is accessible in a way that feels actually accessible. Like it feels accessible in a way that, yeah, you can mash stuff and do moves, but it's not going to help you that much. Like it does it has probably the best tutorial I've ever seen in a fighting game. It's super comprehensive. It is like really good at just introducing concepts to you. If you play the single player mode, and like there's a quest mode where you basically unlock parts for new costumes, and when one of the requirements is something that maybe the game doesn't think you know, or is like a new concept, it's like, hey, hit this button and we'll show you how to do this, which is just a super like easy and smart way of onboarding new players to the game.
That's really good.
Yeah, it feels really well thought out. But then there's the part of it that doesn't feel well thought out, which is like, I don't know how standard this is across fighting games, but in like Soul Calibur 6, in the maybe 6 hours of it I played, when you would go online with a character, every character had their own like individual ranking, or like like you were ranked according to character and not according to your account.
Right.
So you could be like a C level like Killick, but you could be a F tier like Nightmare, right? So if you wanted to try out a new character, you would just get matched with other low ranking players,
right,
or people who were, you know, like, because you hadn't used this character. But Dead or Alive doesn't do that, so it kind of doesn't do a great job at letting you try new characters out online that you're not familiar with. So I basically wound up just being like, okay, I like this character is now my main, because if I try and switch to somebody else, now that I'm like moving up slightly in rank and I'm moving to a character that I don't know, suddenly I'm getting annihilated because I haven't like conceptualized how to use this character.
Right.
And that's like the big flaw I see with it so far. But yeah, otherwise I have really liked it. I'm actually winning some fights. Like I have about a 60% win rating.
Holy
which
shit,
is
that's pretty fucking good.
That's fucking crazy for me. Like I was ranked, because it ranks you like by your character as well, but like that doesn't influence your matching.
Right. It's just like a visual thing. It's something to let you know. Yeah.
So like last night when I was going to bed, I had like gotten up to like 31st in the world as the character I'm maining, and then like I was like, how the fuck did that happen? But like right now I think I'm down to like 160, 170.
That's still pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah, like I wonder, like is that me being way better at this than I thought I was, or is the game, or like, did people see that like, oh, it's not going to be on Evo this year, I'm not going to buy it? So like, I kind of have concerns about its potential longevity. But I've liked it enough that I have considered, like, if I manage to make it to the CEO meetup, I might enter DOA because they're going to actually have it there.
Yeah.
Like, I really like it. I think it's really, really accessible and really, really fun. I could do without the bad things.
The natural physics.
The natural motion. Yeah, I could do without that. I could do without the, like, weird clothing tearing stuff. That's like, it's only on some costumes, like the non-horny costumes will tear in a way that makes them horny.
Of course.
So like, the character I've been maining, Christy, it just like has a regular like top that covers her up and you don't see anything until you take some damage, and then it like rips in such a way that it exposes her stomach and the underneath of one of her breasts, and it's just like, oh, you figured out a way to make this weird. Great, thanks. Like,
that is unfortunately the Dead or Alive experience. It's kind of hard to escape the horny, which is a shame because like, it is a really fucking fun game. Like, I haven't played. I didn't play 6, but like, I know exactly what you mean when you say it's just like instantly kind of accessible, because I played DOA 5, I think, or 4 it was like a local tournament a while ago. There was like one setup someone brought of DOA.
Right. That sounds about right.
And all the other setups in the building were taken. So me and some friends were like, let's play DOA, I fucking guess. And I played it and I'm like, this is really, like, it's kind of like Tekken in the sense that like, you sort of immediately are like, this is like, I just right off the bat look kind of cool, but like, it's even more simplified down, like, in terms of just like how easy it is to just like immediately know what the fuck you're doing. It's fun as hell. Except the horny. The horny, I mean, like, if you're into that, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you, I guess, but like, I'm trying to beat up some people with my fists and feet, and there's some boobie happening. I don't really want it.
Yeah, like, I don't really mind the boobie in most cases, although I think if you play Marie Rose, you should be put on some kind of a list, because she's like the gothic Lolita, like, girl that seems like the reason they have the characters' ages listed in the game. But like, you know, it's really just accessible, and yeah, like you said, like, it's kind of like Tekken, except where with Tekken you have your 2 hands and your 2 feet. This is just punch, kick, block, throw, and it's so easy to wrap your brain around it immediately. And because there's there is like a handful of moves that each character has, like maybe 2 or 3 moves that need, you know, quarter circles or like charges or whatever, but for the most part it's very simple: back, forward, down, you know, directional, easy to grasp and get your head around, which I think very much is like something that, as somebody who doesn't play a lot of fighting games, or somebody who is completely new to them, I think it would just like instantly make a lot more sense. And I think the game does a really good job as well at teaching you by doing just like the importance of mixing things up.
Yes.
Like certain once you go online, you notice immediately that people will know and key into it if you are just doing the same stuff. So it, you know, makes you super easy to do reversals on, which means you have to start basically just switching things up by yourself, because otherwise you aren't going to stand a chance. You know, like, I came up in one of my first matches against somebody who, within 15 seconds, I knew they were just like smashing circle to do the same like 3 kick combo over and over again, and I could just keep reversing it. And then by the end of that first like match that we played, they were trying different stuff, and like, it felt good to both be learning how to play the game and also watching somebody else who was clearly new learn to play the game. I do wish I had more of an opportunity, though, to learn some of the other characters online and maybe like take my licks a little bit, but now I'm starting to get up to the point where I'm coming up against people who kind of know what they're doing, which is a shame because I would really like to try like Helena out because she seems fun from the few games I played with her. Like, if I had picked her before I had ever picked Christy, I might have gone with her as a main, but now I feel like I don't really have the ability to make mistakes with her because I'm going up against people now who are like in the top 100 of their character all the time. So it's like, okay, maybe I need to figure something out with that. I haven't really had a chance to dive into the single player much, but it seems like the story in that game is bananas.
You don't need to know about it. It's fucking stupid.
And like incredibly like in depth. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like the flow charts from say like what's that game called? Virtue's Last Reward. Is that what that game is called?
Yeah.
That shows like all the different branching paths. That's what the story mode looks like in Dead or Alive. It is just this massive screen of blocks and diverging branching paths, and it looks bonkers. I'm very excited to actually sit down and like try it out.
That's so fucking insane.
Yeah.
This is the series that is known for being horny and also having horny volleyball games.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And,
So why wouldn't it have a winding, time traversal, time skipping
of course.
narrative?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Because they need to get to Zack Island as soon as possible. That's how.
That's true.
Yeah. One thing like about Zack in that game that like really disappoints me, because I haven't played Dead or Alive since Dead or Alive 2, and Zack in this game does not have his Teletubby outfit. So
What?
that's a terrible shame.
Yeah, not even worth
Maybe
buying.
they'll add it. Yeah.
I hope they
I'm
add
sorry,
like-
what?
He had a Teletubby outfit back in the day.
Yeah, it was like it was like this metallic Teletubby outfit that would reflect the level around. It was
pretty advanced for a DOA too. Could you
Yeah.
imagine
Did it
it
also
today?
have physics or something?
It did have physics. It
it
had
glow?
the little... No, it had like the little antenna on top of his head, which would just like wiggle around as he was moving.
I'm grabbing a picture for you right now.
Yeah, they
thank
do have
you.
physics. They do have a lot of physics and sweat also on the male characters, if that's what you're into, if that's what you're horny for. They seem like they're at least aiming to be horny for everyone, as opposed to horny for just like the classic Dead or Alive fan base.
it is pudding time. Oh, hi, Zach.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't get over, though, that game has a $100 season pass.
it's. I mean, that's how it always is with DOA. Like that game is like
Yeah.
whatever price, and then there is $500 worth of costumes. Like,
Yeah,
like, let it happen. There will be $500 worth of costumes.
Oh, at least.
At
Yeah.
least.
But the season pass is more expensive than, like, the digital deluxe edition of the game.
So crazy.
And, like, it's... all it is later this month, they're giving everyone wedding outfits.
Thank
And then
God.
they're doing 2 more costume packs, and then it's 2 characters from SNK games. It's Mai from King of Fighters,
Yes.
and one other who I bet will probably be Girl Terry.
No, I think
But,
I think they might have announced who it was. I don't think it was. If they didn't,
I don't think they did.
if they didn't, then it's probably Girl Terry.
I think it will be Girl Terry, because that just seems like it makes too much sense for DOA.
They announced Mai from
Yes.
King of
Yeah,
Fighters.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think she's been in DOA before as well.
She was in 5.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I played her when I was playing DOA 5, and I didn't make the connection immediately because I'm a moron and I just don't play enough KOF, I guess. And I was like, she looks a lot like that girl from KOF, and my roommate's just like, it is.
Yeah, dog.
That's her, dog. And I was like,
Got it in 1.
oh my god, I'm so smart. I figured it out all by myself.
God. Well, thanks for the DOA update, Niall.
Yeah, rest in peace, DOA.
Their
Yeah.
maps are out there, but they're not going to be at Evo because core values.
Oh boy. So I played a little bit of a game, mostly because there wasn't a lot to play. The new DLC for Travis Strikes Again came out,
Oh, sure.
and it was not really anything.
Excellent. Superb.
So I feel kind of bad because I'll explain this. So the DLC, the season pass, quote unquote, is $10. It in its totality is 2 characters, a new level, 2 like visual novel segments, and a bunch of new writing and music. So, like, I mean, obviously they write new music for all the stuff. You know, there's a lot of writing for the characters. Like, if you replay the story mode as the characters, they actually write new dialogue for who you're playing as, which is great.
That's cool. That is cool.
That's reasonable for $10, I think. But what they did was they split it in half. They made the first character, Shinobu, who, if you know No More Heroes, she's the like schoolgirl, katana girl that becomes like Travis's protege. And now she's, because it's been a couple of years, she's older, she's doing her own thing. I guess we'll find out more about what her new thing is later, but we don't know yet. She just kind of shows up to be like, hey, Travis, it's time to do some new shit. And then he goes, okay, I'll go do new shit. And then I guess that's where No More Heroes 3 comes in. But that's it for this DLC. They just added a new playable character, and that's it. And I feel like that is not really enough. I feel like if they had just released all of it at once, it would be much more understandable. Like, they've already confirmed what the next pack is going to be. It's Bad Girl, who's the boss from No More Heroes 1, and is also Bad Man, the second main character from Travis Strikes Again. It's his daughter. She is currently a little Chihuahua dog because she got reincarnated, but I guess they're gonna turn her.
That happens, yeah.
They're gonna turn her into her normal self again, I guess, somehow.
Oh, good.
So you can play as her. But
Fuck.
yeah, that's No More Heroes, okay?
It sure as shit is, man.
It is. So, and then they're going to add the next level, and then they're going to add some kind of visual novel thing that I'm guessing will lead up to what is going to happen in No More Heroes 3. And yet they did also add a visual novel thing with this DLC. It's Bad Man's like backstory. It's talking about like how he became an assassin, which was all good. Like, I liked reading it. I wish I wrote it. Really good stuff, and I ate it up. But it still just feels lacking when it's split like this, and I definitely understand why they did it. Like, Grasshopper is already not that big of a company, but they very specifically made Travis Strikes Again with a team of like 6 people. So I'm sure the DLC team is way smaller than that, even. It's just kind of a shame because I feel like people are gonna pass up on this DLC because it seems really small when it's separated. But if it was all at once, it'd be like, oh, 2 whole new characters, a new level, 2 whole new visual novel things. Holy shit, sign me up. But now it's just like, oh, okay, maybe I'll think about it because 1 new character, 1 new level, oh, whatever, like. But luckily, if you buy the physical version is $10 more than the base version of the game digitally, because it comes with the DLC. So if you just buy the physical version, you get the DLC anyway. I'm sure nobody will complain about that, but it seems like a really weird thing that I bet a bunch of people are going to miss out on some of the writing and of playing as Shinobu and Bad Girl, because they're just going to be like, the game is going to be out of their mind and out of sight, because
yeah.
This first DLC isn't enough to remind you of the game, and the second DLC is so far away from the initial release that people are just going to forget about it, and it's a shame because it's a good game for No More Heroes fans, and I hope those people do go back and read the Bad Man stuff, and I guess read the next Travis thing and play the new level, because I would love to. And maybe you do a New Game Plus run. I'm thinking about doing a New Game Plus run as Shinobu so I can see all of her dialogue, because I just want to play as Shinobu, because she's great.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it seems a bit lackluster when you're comparing it to what it could be if they released it all at once, I guess.
When do you think the next part of the DLC is coming out?
They already announced it. It's coming at the end of April. So it's it's 2 months away, which is a while. Like,
in video game time, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially when it's so small. Like, it's not a very large DLC to wait 2 whole months for.
Yeah.
But darn, that's hard, because we're assigning value in comparison to much larger games than Travis Strikes Again.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to compare this to, like, Smash Brothers.
For sure.
Other things that have DLCs, even like the Resident Evil 2 DLC that just came out.
And I mean, that was free.
Yep.
So,
and games that are that size can do that.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I 100% understand. I am not being like, oh, I'm going to skip out on this. Like, because I did. I played some of the old levels of Shinobu, and I loved it. But I just feel like the average consumer is just going to be like, whatever, and it's going to get passed over.
You know that this is worth its value, but you're also having trouble finding a way to describe how it has the value it has for you to the public, to just any Joe on the street.
Exactly. I mean, it's already hard enough to sell Travis Strikes Again to the average person, because that game is just, hey, have you played every other Suda 51 game? Then you should play this one. Like, that's kind of what you need to do. Yeah, that's basically that. Solon, you had your middle schoolers are doing a lot of stuff. Do you want to tell us about that?
We've been working really hard. Tonight is the night, as they used to say on Monday Night Raw every night. Tonight is the night where we are turning in our video games. The video games that we've been working on since the beginning of the school year. I've got 3 teams of middle schoolers that have each been making games all year long. And so, like, I've been completely absent from everything for the last 2 weeks, because last week we had our regional competition, and this week we had to turn straight around and make an entirely new build for the state competition. And so it was like very, very video game design, very like just like the industry. It was like, all right, guys, all right, friends, we've got a build that we've got to finish in 6 days. What's our game plan?
It's crunch time.
Okay, so I'm really scared about that word. Mm-hmm. You're completely right that essentially that's kind of what we did. Mm-hmm. But so that I can sleep at night, the way that I tell it to myself is that it's not crunch, because most of these middle schoolers just procrastinated for the last 6 months.
All right. It's not crunch. It's just desserts.
Yeah.
It's not crunch. It's just how we all did our assignments when we were their age. So
yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I had to come down to their level. I was like, what was it like for me when I was their age? The worst thing is that one of these groups is actually like way ahead of the others, because I split my 3 groups into 3 different types of students. One was the group of students who are who have experience in this type of competition. They were my video game design students last year. They're the national champions, and so I wanted to make sure they were still a team for this year's thing. Then I had the unexperienced students. I kind of have like a bunch of 7th graders who are brand new, all like, yeah, we want to play video games. And then like 6 months later, they're like dragging and they're like, I don't know if I want to make video games anymore, y'all. Halfway through the year, they realized they had to switch the entire game environment they were making in, because it wasn't deploying. They could not get Godot Game Maker to work, and so they had to go entirely backwards and start making a game in Scratch.
Oh my god.
Which is not fun to make stuff in.
Oh. It's like, y'all, they're having the real game design experience.
Oh, yeah.
They just got a Final Fantasy VII remake situation going on.
I've got like a small private playlist of videos just for these kinds of occasions, where I can just be like, hey, y'all, I know that we just had this problem happen. Here's another video game that had the exact same problem happen
nice.
in its development.
Very smart.
Yesterday I got to show them, because yesterday was the last club day, I got to show them all the new Bloodstained update.
Nice.
Which maybe not necessarily age appropriate for 12-year-olds, but it was a minute long and like, it's fine.
They've seen worse. They're 12.
Oh, absolutely. But the Bloodstained update showed the graphical updates from 6 months ago when they showed at E3 to now, a build that they just put out. And the game's coming out really soon, so it's just like these games that they're making where it's like, hey, over the last 2 weeks, you guys have changed your entire games, and they look completely different from what they did 2 weeks ago. This is exactly like real game development. Here's Bloodstained. Here's the before video where they showed E3 and everyone was like, ooh, that's what it's going to look like. And then 3 months later, they put together the final looking product. And everyone's like, oh yeah, this looks incredible and like a video game now. And so it was very uplifting to all the students to be like, we're done. We turn in, my deadline's literally at midnight tonight. So I've got
You shouldn't
4
be
hours
here.
to turn all this stuff in. Just like video games and their rushed deadlines, I found out today that not only is their video game link due, like the URL that they have it attached to, I have to submit that. I also have to submit a portfolio of all of the work that they've done up to this point, which we've been building over the year, but we thought we had another month to do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Which would have been bad, but I'd already planned for this because I already expected this was going to happen. And so I told them to have it done by today anyway, so that we didn't have to work on any of this project at all for the rest of this year.
Oh man! Oh, that's so good.
God.
Y'all dodged a fucking bullet, huh?
I literally like grabbed each of them during classes today, like one at a time. I was like, hey, I've got bad news and I got good news. And they were like, oh, we're so smart. And I'm like, you guys are so smart. I didn't explain my third group. I told you there was the national champs. There's a unexperienced group of 7th graders. And then there's the third group that doesn't fit into either of those 2 groups. And I call them the bastard group.
Oh, excellent.
Wow.
Hopefully not to their faces.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But they know.
Wow.
I love it. We love each other a lot. They're half making a RPG Maker game in RPG Maker. And so I can, let me just go pull up the last thing that they said to me. All right. So the newest update to that is they didn't have reviving in their game, in this RPG game. And so they just added reviving to any time you interact with a sink in the bathroom. It'll,
Nice.
and they were like, I couldn't get revives to work, so I just made them fully healed whenever they go into the world map.
I see. That's game development, baby.
Yeah. That's a way to solve that problem.
That is maybe the most game development thing I've ever heard, honestly.
Yeah.
Last night I told them, hey, when you go to the world map under this condition, there's this bridge that's 1 tile wide, but when you come in this other condition, it's now 3 tiles wide. What do you want to do about that? And so they just put an NPC next to the 3 tile wide bridge. That's a cat. And if you interact with the cat, it just says, wow, that them bridge has gotten wider, ain't it? I widened it. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Oh my god! This sounds like the best video game ever. It sounds like
This
your
is the one
students
I
are.
want to play.
It sounds like your
Yeah.
students are making Earthbound.
I think they're very inspired by Zelda. It's really cute. And also they put like a bunch of perverted stuff in it, so I have to always look at their newest builds to be like, okay, we can't put that in
all right.
this
you
Christian video game.
bastards. Oh, that's so
Is
good.
that the group you were telling me about with the girlfriend stuff? Where they were arguing over naming their in-game girlfriends?
Yeah, they don't have real life girlfriends, so they put them in the game with the names that they wanted. And they picked some just really crappy names
Oh
that
man.
were like not appropriate.
Oh no. Oh, middle schoolers, you cut that out.
God.
Literally, cut it out of the game.
The B plot is that their girlfriends that are in their video game are mad because they are NPCs and they're not actual playable characters in the video game.
That's pretty.
That's the B plot to the game itself.
Good God, what is this game?
I'm telling you. So this is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. This is why I just have not been around, was because I've been... We're at the end now.
Oh, that's
Builds
good.
are over.
Congrats.
I'm so excited to be done with it. It's like a huge 6-month trial that's like off my shoulders now, and we're there.
All right, Zach, real quick, do you want to tell us what's going on with Sunless Skies?
Yeah, that game came out like a full fucking month ago as of today's recording date, actually. And I played it for like 3 hours because... So I don't know if you've never heard of Sunless Skies. It's the sequel, kind of, to a game called Sunless Seas, which maybe you've never heard of as well, which it's a video game that takes place in the same universe as a browser game called Fallen London. If you've never heard of that either, I don't fucking blame you. It's a series that takes place in a world where, I'm probably gonna botch this, but like, fucking hell invaded Earth in the 1800s. It's a little bit steampunk without being obnoxious.
Okay.
It's steampunk, but also Call of Cthulhu, but also not racist. Hell invaded Earth. So London, and I think a bunch of other cities, but London's the big one, sunk underneath the earth into what is known as the Untersee, which is this infinite cave underneath the surface of the earth with an infinite ocean underneath it where just fucking eldritch horrors live, and everything's kind of fucking weird and everyone's kind of fucking crazy. That's Sunless Seas and Fallen London. Sunless Skies takes place like 20 years later, I think. And it takes place, you guessed it, in the fucking skies. Because London develops a space program.
What?
With trains. So you fly space trains.
You got me!
This happened several years before the game starts, so now there's already colonies in space where the stars are dying. Like, there's something eating the stars, and no one really knows what, and it's kind of fucking crazy. And I haven't really uncovered this plot yet, because it's kind of late game plot, because the game is sort of a roguelike, and when you build your character, you have aspirations you can pick, which are wealth, fame, or to uncover the truth. And to uncover the truth is essentially like all your main questline things are going to be involving that, like, the stars are dying out thing. And it literally says under that one, you probably shouldn't do this one until you understand this game and you've done some of the other, like, side plots. Because it's hard. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that in like 40 hours of gameplay. Thanks. But that game is a lot of reading. You'll fly top down your train to these different places. You're managing your resources. You are finding strange oddities. A lot of the inventory in the game is very abstract, like secrets and terrifying tales from the skies. Like, those are items that you can trade. And souls, like, souls are a physical thing that people will buy and sell. And time. Like, there's like somewhere in the game that I haven't gotten to yet where they literally mine time so people can buy time to live longer. It's very weird. And that's not a major plot point. That's just a thing that happens.
That just makes me like think of that movie.
It's a little like that movie.
In Time.
Yes, it's a little bit like when I discovered that, I'm like, that sounds like that weird movie that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
It's very weird. The language, it's got very fruity writing. If you've played Sunless Sea, the writing is very fruity, very eloquent, very like long, very British words. I've only played 3 hours in the last month because I play it and I zone in for like an hour or two, and it's really amazing. But then I put it down and my ADD brain cannot pick it back up because I'm like, I want to play Sunless Skies, and it's like, do I really want to read a book? Because it's kind of just a book. It's a really fucking good book, but it's a lot of reading. But it's good as hell. here's my plug for the future. I'm probably going to do a review video on it at some point when I've done more than 3 hours in the game. It's really good. Our friend of the server in the Discord, Chris, posted a screenshot on Twitter the other day where he ran out of fuel they ran out of fuel in the sky, and they used the cannons on their train to fire, just keep firing, and used that momentum to fly themselves to the nearest port, which, like, I didn't know you could do, and it's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Okay, yeah, no, I definitely need like a review, but it's actually just a veiled excuse to like fill up a bunch of anecdotes about what happens in this game.
It's weird as shit.
That's amazing.
If you were into like weird fiction, I 100% recommend Sunless Skies and Sunless Seas, but Sunless Skies is essentially the same game, just different writing, and the inventory management is a little less terrible because your locomotives don't drain just the most amount of fuel. You can actually play the game.
Right. Yeah, I think I got Sunless Skies in a Humble Bundle or something like a year ago, and it's one of those games that since I started using a PC for most of my games, I've just looked at it occasionally and been like, what is this? Should I play this? This seems like it could be interesting, but what is it? I can't tell. And like, you're kind of selling me on Sunless Skies here. Like,
it's super good.
All I'd heard about that game before this was, I think, another podcast I listened to, I think it might have been Crate and Crowbar, was talking about it, and they were just talking about like a bat or something that just shows up in that game.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's just like, it just sounds very, very, very like esoteric and British, but also kind of like not annoying steampunk kind of stuff. Like,
that's exactly it. Like, down to the T.
Oh my god!
It's got some of the best writing in like any game. Honestly, it kind of leaves a lot of things up to interpretation, but also it doesn't leave everything up to interpretation. It contradicts itself in the most like incredible ways, and it's very fun and very good and a little bit scary at times.
Nice.
And it refers to you as delicious friend a lot, and I really like that.
I need to get this for my students, which sounds weird, but like the game that we're making is a narrative game. Last year we made a narrative horror game in Twine, and this year we're making a real life horror game because they are role playing. It's a role playing game where you role play as a middle schooler. And it's just the horrors of being a middle schooler.
Oh, I like that.
And it's turned out amazing. And it has they made a full battle system in Twine.
That's really good.
But this is like, you don't think you'd give this to like a middle school student because it'd go way over their head, but like, them kids are smart as sin.
Yeah, if they can get past the writing of it, then they will probably fucking love it, because it's legitimately really cool.
Yeah, I think she would love this. This is cool as heck.
Okay. Niall, do you want to go in on Crackdown some more?
just kill it. Just kill it.
Yeah, okay. Like, when we'd been asked a question about this like 2 weeks ago and I hadn't yet played it. That game is... Solon's also played it, and that game is like a nightmare in so many ways. It is all the things happening at all times, but it is also like the narrative that has come out about this game is like, oh, it feels like a game from 2007. But like, I don't think that's necessarily a problem. It's more that like none of the stuff that's in it is interesting. Like, it's all just capture points, basically. Like, there's no real story to it. Every mission is just an icon on a map that you go to, and then you just take over that area, and eventually a boss comes out. And you have to do all that, of course, while like all these NPCs are talking in your ear non-fucking stop, which drove me crazy, and I know it drove Solon pretty crazy as well, as anyone who like watched the Solon stream last Sunday will no doubt know. Like, yeah, it's just such a weird game that feels so needless and unnecessary and messy. Like, I don't understand how it came out or how it could even come out. Like, but I mean, I guess it's good that Terry Crews got some work, I guess. Like,
play every time I get into Crackdown 3, which is now twice because I also played it after the stream was done because I picked it up again and wanted to keep playing it. Every time you play it is like you are trying to decide what is in this game that you like, and it's hard to parse. You're constantly like asking, where did this game come from?
Yeah.
Who did this and why?
Yeah, it's like this weird treadmill almost where it somehow like keeps you playing and engaged with the act of playing it, even though the whole time you're like, why am I doing this? Like, this isn't good. Why am I doing this? But I'm doing it. Like, I've been playing for 3 hours now. Why am I like, why? Like, it's such a weird thing. It's, I don't know. Like, you watch, like, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the VOD of Solon playing it last week, because you were losing your mind for like at least the first 2 hours of that 3-hour stream.
So the first 30 minutes of your experience in playing Crackdown 3 is all menus, and it's all trying to make the options menus work for you and not break everything.
Trying to keep the HUD on screen.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the second half hour is the story, which doesn't give you much either.
It kind of gives you all of it, like, and that's not a lot. Like,
no, yeah. And so you're now an hour into the game, and you have not had an ounce of fun. Like, there's an absence of fun up to this point, and you're like, God, why am I here? And then the entire second hour is the tutorial island.
Oh my god.
That they put you on.
God.
That ends in a just rigid boss fight where it's just a guy that like is not very big, just a normal sized person that teleports on like 6 platforms that you can see in front of you. And so I'm like, oh, am I fucking playing Crash Bandicoot something? Like this?
Literally. What the fuck?
This is bad. And so we're like 2 hours into this stream, 2 hours into this game, 2.5 to 3 hours into this game. We've now escaped Tutorial Island. We're in like the open world, and everyone keeps yelling at you constantly. They're just like, no, do this now, do this now, do this now. Oh, you're not doing this right. I don't like how you're doing this. And they're like judgy about it. And I'm like, how can you judge me in my own open world game where you didn't give me any rules? I'm just blowing stuff up. They're like, oh, you ran over another citizen. You're a bad man, Terry Crews. And I'm like, no, I'm not. They jumped in front of the car. I didn't mean to do this. There's just explosions happening everywhere. Every time you spawn in somewhere, people are shooting at you from nowhere. And it doesn't do any damage. This isn't actually a threat in any way whatsoever, but they're just there. And then you hit hour 4. You've turned off all of these like notifications. You've turned off everything that would be like the game trying to tell you what to do. And then you climb a really tall tower. There's 1,000 of these about in the game, and they are all very different levels in their own right. Some are like shopping malls that you can just go inside that seem infinitely large. Some of them are just poles, like greased up poles that you just climb straight up in some bad platforming game. But when you get to the top of everything, you can see the entire world from there, and you can see it all moving in motion, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, like the open world of that game is really weird and strange, because you get like on the ground floor and you're running around and you see like a bunch of like really funny like little jokes or like some really nice little graphic design work around the place, and yet for whatever reason none of it sticks with you and none of it feels distinctive, or like there's no natural landmarks that you really need in an open world game to just sort of orient yourself and know where you are. And the open world is fucking huge too. It's this huge, really bland area, but it's bland on a macro scale, but like on a micro scale has some really interesting just little pieces of set design in it, which is such a strange dichotomy. Like it's both completely unmemorable and also has little bits and pieces that are actually like super cool and memorable and interesting. And it's such a strange thing. Like it's hard to tell who this game is for, you know, like, or why this game exists. It's such a enigma in itself. And of course, like, not being able to even stand still and take a break for 5 seconds without getting screamed at by, like, an NPC is just chaos. And the like, complete lack of structure is weird, even though it kind of is trying to do a Nemesis system thing. And it's just, like, bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the entire gameplay loop is like the bad part of Spider-Man from 2018.
Yeah.
And it's just that. Like, once I found out, oh wait, it's just this part, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a time where I'm either going to turn it off or we're just going to invest literally our entire life into this. And I chose the latter. And now, like, every little thing has just been kind of, I've been growing more and more attached to this awful game because I'm just stuck with it. Because every time I get to the top of a big tower or a tall structure or a building, I just look down over the whole world and it's like this whole twisted, contorted world that people cannot live in. Like, this is not a society. It looks like a weird roller coaster tycoon map that's gone completely wrong. It does. There's an MC Escher-esque quality to the, like, world map, and I'm like looking at all this like, yeah, I'd give MC Escher a 70 out of 100 on Metacritic if it was like modern day.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look right. It looks wrong. And there's something kind of fun in and of itself about that too.
Yeah.
Once you strip away you have to strip away a lot of bullshit to get to the core things that are nice in this game. But like, there's something there.
Yeah, I think if you went into that game with the understanding that it is side quests, the game, and nothing more than that. Like, if that's all you went in expecting and wanting, I think you could have fun with that. Like, if you want to hear Terry Crews just real low in the mix too, just like hearing him just barely audibly just say he's sick of this shit, like every 20 seconds, then maybe like that's a good game. Like,
boom.
It's the I forget where I heard it, but somebody called it like the Netflix original of video games because
wow,
it really is, because it doesn't make sense unless you are using it like your Game Pass subscription. Like, I can't imagine somebody spending $60 on this, which you kind of don't have to, because from the sounds of it, it has sold very poorly and is massively discounted already.
Oh no!
Great. Yeah, but like, if you have Game Pass, it's worth downloading and checking out, maybe. But I wouldn't spend money on it, like, either.
You just need to go into it, change all the options, do what you have to turn off all the voices, and then you're good. Like, once you get past that, it's like, this is actually kind of worth $2 on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's the use case for it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, there's one more thing, though, before we move on. Co-op.
Oh.
I don't know what co-op means, but I'm going to find out this Sunday when we stream Crackdown again.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Are they on the same map? Like,
Probably.
Is there a limit, a tether that we have to, like, stay in the same area? Anyway.
This episode will have been out for, like, 2 hours by the time you stream that. They're going to have people going to have time to listen to this and then immediately get on the stream. So if you're listening to this as soon as it releases, go ahead and go to our stream and Soul will be playing Crackdown 2.
Yeah.
Or 3.
It's what I've been thinking about. I'm like, wait, how much worse could this get? Or what if it's not worse? What if it's better? Because now there's, like, literally another Terry Crews there.
I guess we'll find out. All right. One last thing before we move on to questions, and this is maybe the big thing. So, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak and Nintendo and all those motherfuckers who own this shit, there was a 7-minute long Nintendo Direct, a Pokemon Direct, where the new Pokemon games were revealed. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Pokemon Go 2.
No, not this time. This one is set in the Galar region, which is based on, it seems like the Britain area. There's a lot of stuff taken from Britain. They revealed the first 3 Pokemon, the starters, which are Grookey, which is a grass monkey. There's Spore Bunny, which is a fire rabbit, and Sobble, who is a water iguana.
Sobble's the best.
There's a little bit more here and there. Like they showed some what seems like maybe the gyms are going to be based around soccer games, maybe.
What?
There's one of the main hub cities seems to just be based on London. Like you could see Big Ben and the Eye and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah.
There's a lot of architecture and it also seems like they're taking some stuff from the Scotland area as well too. Like there's some a lot of the more hilly regions and some of the more lake areas look more like Scotland than England. But there's a lot going on in just that short trailer that they showed. But also not enough because there's still going to be 150 more Pokemon they have to show and a lot more information they're going to probably reveal, but we'll find that out as time goes on. But how are y'all feeling about the new Pokemon game?
Yeah, really short. There's not much to work off of. Just 3 Pokemon, the region kinda, and the name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the name of the region because
I don't like the name of a lot of these things.
It sounds like it should be in space.
Galar.
Yeah, it sounds like an alien fucking planet. I mean, so does Unova, but still, it sounds like another planet. That's where the Ultra Beasts come from.
Yeah.
They come from Galar.
One more thing I will point out, it is being directed by Shigeru Omori, who was the director of Sun and Moon, which I'm crossing my fingers that means that it's going to be as good as Sun and Moon, because I love vanilla Sun and Moon with all my heart, so I hope this one will be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to take from the names. Sun and Moon is alright, yeah, we're going to deal with maybe a day-night cycle, but also these are astral bodies. These are major things. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's Pokemon fight. That is what they do.
I guess we'll find out.
Some attack, some defend.
Pokemon Gun.
I mean, I feel like they were just tackling, they decided that they wanted to base this in Britain, and they were like, you know what's from Britain? Knights. Knights have swords and shields. That's basically...
Damn, you right, huh, Pokemon? That is the truth, huh?
That's pretty much what I think they did.
Yeah, probably. I had this thought a little while ago. Do you think when they made X and Y, they were trying to come up with the names, and they were like, we just run out of things. We've just plumb run out of rocks to do. So we have to go to letters. And then as soon as they get outside after the meeting where they came up with the names X and Y, they looked up at the sky and they saw the sun and they were just like, fuck!
Yeah.
I hope your roommate doesn't go, oh shit, is Zach okay?
Yeah, I leaned in towards their room too to do that. So it's I sent a message to them.
You know that they came out of the Swords and Shields meeting and just looked down at their feet, sullen, and they're like, Earth and Sky.
Oh no. Well, they already did Explorers of Sky for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon,
So,
you're right.
That's true. What do you think? What do you think the next one after Sword and Shields is going to be?
Lance. It's going to be dumb as hell is what it's going to be.
Rose and Daisy. Yeah, I don't know.
Helmet.
Yes and no.
Socks and sandals.
Ooh.
Socks and sandals. I like that.
Sitting and standing.
Coming 2022. Pokemon, boxers, or briefs.
Pokemon soda and Pokemon milk.
Nobody is doing what the Pokemon Company is doing. Oh boy. I guess real quick, I feel like nobody asked this, but I feel like everyone's gonna want to know. Of the 3 starters, just based on their initial forms, we should say which ones we like the most. Zach, why don't you go first?
It's Sobble.
Okay.
It's Sobble.
They're all okay, but Sobble's the best one.
All right. Solon?
Sobble.
Hell
right.
yeah. Sobble
right.
boys.
Niall, how about you?
Gemini cry.
I'm gonna say Grookey.
Good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grass monkey.
That funky monkey.
I'm kind of in between. I think I'm leaning towards Sobble for now, but that's mostly because I'm a little worried that Score Bunny might be fighting type.
Right?
But
Oh, I thought you were going to say horny,
no. I used
because I'm really worried about that.
Incineroar and
probably
Sun
right.
and Moon. That's not my concern.
I know. This bunny is darling, and I really enjoy it, and
But
I'm worried I'm going to get space jammed in 3 months.
look, but anyway, if it turns out the Score Bunny is something that's not fighting, I will definitely go Score Bunny.
Hell yeah.
All right, John, gun to your head. You have to pick one right now.
Oh, you actually cocked something. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Score Bunny, then, okay? God, don't hurt me.
I won't allow this indecision. You had to make a decision.
Then I'll go
We
with
picked
Score
our
Bunny, okay? God. Jesus. All right.
All right.
I like that everyone's thinking about Sobble as becoming this like really tough fighting type. And it's going to be water fighting because it's going to be like Poliwrath, and that would kick a lot of ass. But I'm really hoping that it's like a ghost type because of the whole chameleon thing.
That would be
Because
that would
water
be tight.
ghost is such an amazing type combo, and Jellicent's awesome. And if I had like an offensive version of Jellicent, that would be amazing.
Something that people have been throwing around is that Score Bunny might be fire electric because the like prediction that people are having is that the starters are going to be based around like European sports. So Score Bunny might be like a soccer player, and then Grookey might turn into a cricket player, and then
That'd be tight.
Sobble would be like based around like water polo.
Oh my god, I love Sobble even more now.
So they're
I gotta
thinking
say-
they're thinking that Score Bunny might be fire electric because then it could be like quick, you know? But yeah, I mean
That's
that's what we know about Pokemon Sword and Shield right now.
Pokemon
Updates
yes
coming.
and no.
And then finally, well, they're never going to do a 3rd version anymore because they have DLC now. Like, they're not going to do that anymore, probably.
Yeah, we're not going to get Pokemon Gun, unfortunately. Pokemon Trebuchet.
Because yeah, like next year they're definitely going to do Let's Go 2 for like Gold and Silver.
Let's go to hell.
Yeah, let's go to hell.
Pokemon Mudkip and Magikarp.
Yeah,
You got it.
Magikarp's from Gen 3. Both of those Pokemon are from Gen 2. Yes, those are
Oh,
both
you
from Gen
did
2.
say specifically Gen 2, huh?
Yes.
Well, I really let's go Mudkip and Quillfish.
Totodile.
Honestly, if I were to bet on what Pokemon if I were to bet on what Pokemon they would use for Gen 2 Let's Go, it would be Togepi and Marill. That would be my guess.
Yes.
That'd be a really good one.
Yeah.
Valid.
Let's
All
go
right.
Minun and Plusle.
You Pokemon, let's go to hell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to questions. If you want to send in a question, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. CenturyPunk asks, what evolution would you most want to see next? Would you want a 3rd form of an existing or dual typing for them ever? And which is your current favorite? Okay, so that's a good batch of questions there.
You could have dual typing for an Eevee. How have I lived this long and not even thought about a dual typing for an Eevee?
Oh, that would look so cool.
That's brilliant, Century Punk.
I kind of don't want them to do that. I like the idea of just having one type for each Eevee, just have that. I think that would be best.
I really want a really buff fighting type evolution. That would be sweet as hell. It stands on its hind legs, and it's in a sumo stance.
That's scary, and I don't want it.
Too fucking bad. That's what's gonna happen in Sword and Shield.
I don't like it.
Buggy on. I want an Eevee with 17 eyeballs.
Oh,
Refracted lens eyes.
no, not a bug type, please.
Buggy on.
Buggy
Niall?
on.
What already exists for evolutions? Because I don't have a fucking clue.
Fire,
Only 8 out of the
fire,
16
water,
or so?
electric, ice, grass, dark, psychic, fairy, and I think that's it.
That is it. So, was it Sylveon? That's the newest one.
Sylveon's fairy, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I might say there's like a steel type Pokemon, right? Like Steel Eevee would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be my answer too, because my favorite type is steel, so I would definitely want a steel Eevee to use on my team.
No, it'd be
Sorry, Umbreon, you're out. Yeah, this is much more defensive and tanky.
You know what would be fucking sweet? A dragon type Eevee.
Yeah,
That would be tight as hell.
and that would work pretty well in Sword and Shield as like oh look, this is like a dragon kind of Pokemon for the knights to fight. Yeah.
Oh, we solved it. We solved the riddle. For the knights to fight. It's like dog sized.
Don't worry about it, okay?
I just had the worst idea.
There's Charizards and Gyarados and Dragonites and about a dozen other like actual dragons, but they're like, we have to worry about the dragon dog. That's
Don't
what the
worry
knights
about
want
it.
now.
What's your idea, Solon?
We're gonna get a Sword in the Stone situation, and Eevee's got to evolve in a special spot or with a special item, and you're gonna get Eevee that pulls Excalibur out of the stones and evolves.
Sword type.
It's a sword type Pokemon.
And then which is our current favorite? Niall, how about you? What's your favorite Eevee so far?
I don't know enough of the Eevees. I'll say the ice one because ice was my favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
type when I-
Glaceon. Yeah,
when I
Glaceon's
liked it.
cool.
Yeah, sure.
Has great bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Solon?
I know what that is.
Vaporeon.
Okay.
Nice.
Very easy. Loves to vape.
Zach?
Don't we all? I'm a big fan of Umbreon and Jolteon? I almost said Volteon. Jolteon. I love that spiky boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite is probably Espeon, especially the shiny one, because it's this really weird green color, and I love that.
It's horrible. I love him.
Shulis asks, how much louder do you think the Cell yell is going to be at this year's EVO? I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to be not as loud because it's not going to be on Sunday this year. I'm going to miss that, but it'll be there, just not as loud, I don't think.
Sorry, guys. I had to
Shulis,
power up.
we're going to ship Zach right to your house, and he's going to do it in your ear, so it's going to be much louder.
This is to go even further beyond. And I'm going to do that at your house, Sheila. So,
Sounds like you're going to dump yourself by doing that.
I mean, that's what Sean Schemmel sounded like.
Yeah.
That's what Cell sounds like when he's screaming too.
Yeah. Anonymous asks, with the advent of the latest monkey, why does everybody hate the elemental monkeys from Gen 5? Because they fucking suck.
I don't even
look
know
like
what we're
shit.
talking about. What?
Simisage and Panpour and
yeah,
the other one.
the gym leaders in Gen 1, the first gym leaders had the 3 elemental monkeys, and they looked like dog shit, and they had awful stats. So
those
that's
look
why.
like dog shit. The
Yeah.
fire one literally has a turd on its head.
It's awful. They're bad. I'm sorry, but they're bad.
I think they look good when they evolve, but they do nothing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They just are 3 of the exact same thing, which makes all of them lesser somehow.
Yeah.
There were much better Pokemon that generation.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous asks, what do you think is going to happen to all those die-hard Melee players who've invested everything in that game? Will they finally update to Ultimate or just quit entirely? They're not going to quit because we just said, like, CEO is going to have Melee. Other events are going to have Melee. They're just going to keep playing Melee. They have no reason to move on or quit because they're just going to keep playing it. They're just going to have one slightly smaller paycheck this year.
Until every GameCube on the planet dies, they are going to continue to play Melee.
Exactly.
Well, I just really hope that now they can move into the healthier part of where the game should be at this point.
They
and
won't.
A side stage, and where the people who used to play it can come back and just casually jump into a tournament and have fun with their old friends. Like, there's healthy ways to move on. Mm-hmm. I hope they can do that.
Melee players are anything but healthy.
I know.
Sorry, Melee players, I love you and I respect you very much, but you scare the shit out of me sometimes.
Skull Spectre asks, between dailies and weeklies in Final Fantasy XIV, the Distant Worlds 2 expansion in Elite Dangerous, and the new pseudo-season pass Nightwave thing that was just added to Warframe, I'm struggling to budget time so I can play all of these online games evenly, while also making room for my replay of Fallout New Vegas. I end up paralyzed by choice, spending hours doing other things instead of picking a game. Do you have this problem? And if so, how do you handle it?
Yeah, I have this problem,
Oh, yeah.
so much. Because I try to budget every day, some time to play Dead by Daylight, some time to do, the daily course in Everybody's Golf, maybe a few fights now of Dead or Alive a day, and trying to keep up with, other stuff as well that's happening. I just have nights where I'm just I'm just sitting there watching, the same YouTube videos of people, reviewing Dollar Tree food or whatever, or instead of playing video games and enjoying myself, I'm watching this guy be I went to the gas station and I got a burger, here's my review. So I understand the struggle you're going through very much.
I've never heard you sum yourself up so well.
Yeah.
That is, sometimes I'm if I'm ever I wonder what Niall's up to right now. It's I'm probably watching some shithead on YouTube review some garbage and just having a great time. And that's
I wouldn't
great.
say a great time, but
having a time of some
having
sort.
a time, yeah.
Yeah, I all the time I'm like this. I will just sit there and stare at my Steam library and I'm just I don't know what to play. I got so many video games. I've gotten to the point where I have broken it down to it only shows games I've installed, and I thought that would help me to decide so I'm not overwhelmed by the list of 200 games I don't have installed, but no, it doesn't help much.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just got so many games, and it's honestly, the way you deal with it is if there's one game at any point in this thought process where you're should I play this? Just do it. Just fucking open it immediately. Don't even think about it. And if you don't want to play it, you'll realize a couple minutes into playing it, and then you can close the game.
Yeah, see, I try to do that, but then, like you said, I'll be looking at just my Steam library, which has blown up because of fucking Humble Bundles and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm oh, yeah, I never finished Max Payne 3, I should play that, and then I download it, and I go, oh, I don't want to play Max Payne 3 anymore. Because I'll have gone to bed, or gone to work, or something, I come home, and I'm oh, yeah, I really wanted to play Civilization yesterday. I don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
And I've just downloaded this 30 gigabytes of game. Great. I'm sure my ISP will love that. It's just,
Yeah.
So, something I will say too is that this is something that I've been thinking about recently too, is that you really can't guilt yourself for how you use your time.
Yeah.
If you're having fun just watching videos, you don't feel bad about that, you're just hanging out, you're doing what you can do with your free time. And also, if you're in the mood to play something that isn't in this list of things that you need to do, don't, like, drop something if you're not having fun with it. Like, I stopped playing all those gacha games because it turned into me just checking it every day, and I was like, I don't fucking care about this shit. I'm done. So, play what you want to play. If you realize that you're not having fun with something anymore, drop it. If you want to play something, just respect your own time, and don't feel guilty about how you use it.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Mighty Mighty Boss Jones asks, if a Pokemon region was based on your hometown, what features and Pokemon would it have? My town would be where all the retired gym leaders go.
Yeah.
And it would be mostly a bunch of alligators.
It's all Swampert, just all day.
It would just be swamps. Yeah, it would be Crocodile and
For alligators.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And then a
Ideal.
Kecleon that's a little too ambitious.
Yeah. Those fucking snakes that escaped from the 20s Tarzan movie and just live there now. That's what happened. Like, the Everglades have a shit ton of fucking pythons because
They sure do.
Cause they just released a bunch of pythons after shooting the fucking old ass like serial Tarzan movies, and they just lived there forever. Yeah,
It's fucked up. Florida's fucked up.
like
Yeah,
it's been like 90 to 100 years, and the pythons are still there.
Yeah, they be fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I were to say my hometown, it would be the same thing, because I lived in Central Florida my whole life as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I live in Arizona, which is kind of the same thing, actually, except instead of all a bunch of water types, it's just going to be, what is it, Cacnea? Is that the cactus
Yeah.
Pokemon? It's just a fuckload of Cacnea. Just a metric shitload. And then like a bunch of ground types or whatever.
Like Geodudes.
It's a fire type.
Just so many Geodudes and fire types that are just like, yeah, this kicks ass. It's so fucking hot.
Solon, how about you?
So many retired gym leaders.
Well, what features in Pokemon would we have in Western Washington? Probably just like cast forms constantly fucking everywhere, and just messing with thermostats, and God, I guess there would be it's a really biodiverse region, so you just get a big mix of everything. I think that if there was something,
I'm Solon. I live in a paradise.
it's true. I mean, I do. Every time I think about the new games that people are making, like fun, quirky British Pokemon out of like Big Ben and the guards at the palace, I'm like, this is cool. This is great. If it was my hometown, it would just be like Starbucks coffee cups and just dumb Space Needle, Microsoft, Amazon bullshit. And then I was like, what if it wasn't though? Like, let's get rid of the corporations. What do we got? Serial killers and bathtubs of meth.
Excellent.
Huh.
Paradise.
I'll go back to the coffee cup. That sounds great.
Back to Silphco.
Niall, how about you?
Let's see. It'd be very rainy and very windy. Just a lot of Pokemon that were like, various forms of rodent, like, just, like a lot of stuff that's like stoats, kind of stuff like that. A lot of like seabirds and stuff.
Your Wingles,
like, yeah. All the gym leaders are just like two dudes wearing tracksuits with like plastic bags on their heads. Like it's there's just like horses everywhere for some reason. It's just
Absolutely.
Hey, Niall, is there a badger Pokemon?
Oh, that tracksuit
killed me. I have no idea.
I don't
You gotta
think
get a
there is.
badger in there.
I'm trying to think if there's a badger Pokemon. Closest thing
it's like Zigzagoon's evolution or whatever.
Linoon?
Linoon is a ferret.
Yeah, it's a ferret.
Ferret's a ferret.
Yeah, I was thinking ferret. My bad. Badgers and ferrets are basically the same thing. I don't know fucking anything about anything.
Yeah, I think Linoon would be a badger. Yeah,
Zangoose.
or Zangoose. Yeah.
There we go.
Is there like squirrel Pokemon? Like I feel like we'd have those here.
Pachirisu.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Is there like a Pokemon that's just like a discarded like running shoe? Because I feel like that'd be pretty good as well.
If there is, I feel like it would probably be in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Track pants Pokemon.
That's what we have.
Just a chav. It's just Machamp, but he's wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah, and he's got a plastic bag on his head. That's like that's what we're known for.
Oh man.
All right, last question. If you want to send in a question like these folks at any time, go to videogamecheatchute.tumblr.com/ask. Harlequin Wheels asks, what is your favorite thing a game does to spice up character progression? Like where your characters change in appearance when they get stronger, or you need to meet certain conditions to get a huge power-up. Also, what happened to Mega Evolutions? I'm gonna tackle the second one first, because I actually know this answer. They made competitive Pokemon really weird, and it made the skill ceiling a little too wonky. So they kind of started to shift some stuff around. I'm like 90% sure they might bring it back because, you know, who fucking cares? But it was they got rid of it because of competitive Pokemon. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah. But for the first one, what is your favorite thing a game does to spice up character progression? I just like when there's like a big costume change, you know?
Oh hell yeah! I love a good costume change.
Yeah.
This is almost sort of related, but I like how as time progresses in The Witcher 3, Geralt's beard grows out.
Yeah, that's good.
I noticed that and I was like, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I really like just physical representation of the fact that you're leveling up in some way, I think. Yeah. Rather than just like, you got a new skill.
We are saying this, but by that virtue, we are giving a lot of credit to Far Cry 3's weird tattoos. Which isn't great.
I forgot that was a thing. And
every time you level up, you get a new fucking tribal tattoo. Which, that's an example of how not to do this. Please don't give your characters magical tribal tattoos that show up when they level up and are like, maybe a little bit racist in some ways. Don't
Looking
do
at
it.
you, Mario, from the 2000s.
yeah, 2000s advertisement Mario. Come on, get that shit laser removed. Although I think the new Mario game would be really great if every time you beat a level, as he's leaving, he hits a tattoo parlor and gets a new addition to an ever-expanding sleeve.
Mario Odyssey
Cappy
2.
just reminds him. Cappy reminds him, this is going to be permanent, Mario.
Oh, I
Choose
know.
wisely.
I would love it. Mario loves a tattoo. Good boy.
God!
I love it in a game to spice up character progression, where instead of like getting an ability or a power up, that you get just new dialogue choices. Like that's your whole thing that you got for that level.
Like your Mass Effect, your Paragon and Renegade stuff. Okay. All right. Well, that should do it for this week's show. Thank you so much, you three, for being on with me.
I'm sorry, I just, full disclosure, I looked over at our podcast document and I forgot Niall put down a picture of the angry video game nerd on the document.
Well, you know.
Watch it over.
Oh, we're going to talk about video games?
Why would you do a podcast? Who the hell wants to listen to people talk about dumb shit? You know. But yeah, no, thanks everyone for listening. And just real quick, you know, gotta do the usual shout-outs. At VGCC is our Twitter. VGCC.tumblr.com is our Tumblr. Come to our Discord, thegamezone.zone, where you can talk to us and just do whatever the hell you want, as long as it's nice. I'd like to thank Melt Channel / Magic Circuit for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to Melt Channel, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com. And if you want to listen to Magic Circuit, it's on Spotify under Magic Circuit. So just type that into your Spotify and you'll find it. Lastly, patreon.com/VGCC. We will have some big updates for you on that very soon. So, get those donations in. It's just $1 to listen to Chuchigatari Unlimited Train Works a whole week early, but we'll tell you some more about that soon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So get your wallets ready, folks. Is there anything else that y'all want to call out before we wrap this up?
I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Play Unist.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The big shout-outs to Uniist and... is it Unist or Uniist?
It's Unist.
Unist.
There's no
Unist.
E.
I always want to say
It
Uniist.
comes from Unio, but now it's...
Unist.
Now it's
All right. Okay, Unist. Big shout-outs to Unist, and big love to everyone here and listening. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast.